Good afternoon and welcome to the Teachers College Convocation Ceremony. Before the program begins, we'd like to remind everyone that this is a celebratory event for our graduates. We're here to honor them and recognize their achievements alongside their families, friends, and loved ones. By participating today, you are agreeing to the standards and discipline and university rules of conduct. The interruption of speakers or audience disruptions is not permitted. Those found in violation will be asked to stop and may be asked to leave the venue. While Columbia University encourages and recognizes freedom of expression, our rules of conduct states that the university retains the right to reasonably regulate the time, place, and manner of certain forms of public expression. This is especially the case in settings like this one. Thank you. Please silence your electronic devices. Keep aisles clear at all times. Plan to meet your graduates away from the main entrance at the conclusion of the ceremony. Please take your seat. The ceremony is about to begin. And now, the Alumni Council presents the TC banner to the class of 2024, represented by student speaker Isma Cafayette. Assembled guests, please welcome the Teachers College Doctoral Graduates. The Department of Biobehavioral Sciences, led by banner bearer Chelsea McPherson. The Department of Health Studies and Applied Educational Psychology, led by banner bearer Lauren Shapiro. The Department of International and Transcultural Studies, led by banner bearer Paula Mantilla Blanco. Friends and families, please welcome the Teachers College Masters graduates. The Department of Biobehavioral Sciences, led by banner bearer Cloris Lee. The Department of Health Studies and Applied Educational Psychology, led by Ronchan Gu. the Department of International and Transcultural Studies, led by banner bearer Sarah Etzel. And now, please welcome the faculty of Teachers College. Please welcome the President's Party, led by Katie Embry, Chief of Staff and Secretary of the College. Please be seated. Please welcome Leslie Morse Nelson, Chair, Board of Trustees.
Good afternoon, and welcome to all of our graduates and guests here and watching from afar. As chair of the Teachers College Board of Trustees, I have the honor of officially opening today's ceremony and being the first to congratulate the 2024 Masters and Doctoral Graduates of Teachers College. As we celebrate your accomplishments, we know it might not have been easy, and many of you have had a journey marked by unexpected challenges and hardship, and that is what makes today all the more meaningful. So I would say, once again, give yourselves a big round of applause. This is a momentous day, not only because it signifies the culmination of a tremendous amount of academic effort, hours upon hours of work on papers, research, exams, presentations, and clinical fieldwork, but also because it signals your commitment and your readiness to step into the world and make a difference as innovators and leaders. Some of you are heading into the classrooms to launch your careers as educators. You will be working on the front lines of our country's future, nurturing and shaping the hearts and minds of young people at a time when our nation urgently needs citizens with a clear vision of what is just and what is possible. Thank you for taking on this incredibly important work. Others of you will be shaping hearts and minds and bodies through the other types of service as artists, art administrators, psychologists, counselors, health practitioners, neuroscientists, speech pathologists, and so much more. Together you embody what Teachers College has recognized since our founding over 130 years ago. For individuals to flourish and reach their full potential, we must support their well-being comprehensively, both in and out of school and from birth into old age. This foundational insight, this drive to address the whole of human development, is why Teachers College offers graduate programs not just in education, but also psychology, health, and leadership. It is why TC scholars have always been at the forefront of identifying and meeting emerging societal needs, establishing the nation's first programs in educational psychology, nutrition education, international education, special education, and so many other areas. And it is why so many TC graduates have gone on to be leaders in their fields. I am so proud and grateful to be here to celebrate this new class of graduates, who I know will continue to build on and contribute to this great legacy. Now it is my very great pleasure to introduce the President of Teachers College, Thomas Bailey.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2024 Teachers College Convocation Ceremony. Now, we're here to celebrate our graduates, and this is a joyous occasion. But I would be remiss if I did not start by acknowledging the war in the Middle East and the extreme amounts of pain experienced by Palestinians, Israelis, Muslims, Jews, and all of us. Some of you would have been celebrating commencement on the main lawn of Columbia campus this week. So we're especially glad to be recognizing you today with your family and friends here at the United Palace Theater. TC hosts a competition among our graduating students for a statement to be read at the Columbia commencement as degrees are conferred. This year, our winner is Paritosh Joshi, who is graduating with a Master of Arts in Psychology and Education. While we are unable to read his statement at Columbia, we have a captive audience here, so let's give Paritosh his due. I will now read his winning submission. The class of 2024 is no exception to the excellent caliber of graduates that Teachers College has produced since its founding in 1887. This year's degree recipients are leaders and intellectual risk takers. They're brave, determined, ambitious, and above all, resilient. In the United States and across the globe, Teachers College graduates are ready to take on the world and carry out bold structural reform in health, psychology, education, and beyond. Every one of them has their unique story that brought them to this moment. And as their time at TC comes to an end, it is important to reiterate just some of the intersecting crises that they have experienced. COVID-19, health inequality, attacks on the educational system, and the severe impacts of climate change. But to every challenge, they have been able to say, "Thank you, next," and keep fighting. I have no doubt that they will use the skills that they have cultivated during their time at this terrific institution and continue to make their voices heard. So thank you, Poritosh, for your inspiring words and for introducing me to Ariana Grande in the process. So let's all give him a round of applause. It was important to me to read Paritosh's words, to honor his achievement, along with all of yours. The fact is, the points in our lives where there's a clear line of accomplishment, something singular and momentous, are all too rare. Today is one of those days. We are marking the significant achievement of receiving your TC degree. This is a milestone that will help shape the narrative of your lives. So please join me now again in a round of applause to recognize our 2024 graduates for a job exceedingly well done. Yes. Now, I've been in your seat, and I've also had 2 daughters in that seat, so believe me, I know what this day also means to your supporters and loved ones. So one more time with your applause, and this time, along with our graduates, let's celebrate families, friends, faculty members, advisors, and mentors who helped them get to this point. Now, graduates, today you stand in community. Look around. You are among 400 of your peers, plus 1,600 more in other TC ceremonies. And you've all shown up in the same outfit. But seriously, there is meaning in that. You're all experiencing something significant and also very personal together. Each of you has received a TC education, and no matter your discipline or focus of study, whether preparing to teach secondary mathematics, serve as a psychologist, a public health advocate, or policy analyst, your work has been grounded in impact, in supporting the greater good. This is how our institution was founded 137 years ago, in the collective consciousness of that era's leading scholars, practitioners, philanthropists, and social reformers. It was said of TC's founder, Grace Hoadley Dodge, that she had a 100-year outlook. She looked ahead a century and made her plans accordingly. So how will you make your plans? Even with a 100-year view, I don't think Grace Hoadley Dodge could fathom how computer algorithms would determine our news intake, or that artificial intelligence could affect our lives so dramatically that we'd need to question what we are seeing and hearing. Especially today, a collective consciousness, even consensus, can seem like a pipe dream. And I recognize that looking 100 years ahead is a tall ask, given where we are at this moment in our history. To consider our future selves almost seems like I'm asking you to leapfrog over our current reality. And to that, we must bear witness. Still, I ask, who will you be and how will you move forward? Within our community, especially over this last year, you have at times disagreed. You may have felt dispirited. You have also felt supported in pushing boundaries and questioning practice. What I know is that each of you has been guided by your personal values, and that is how it should be. Our challenge is to apply those values in the context of our education and knowledge, including opposing points of view, and then build, step by step, a path forward for those coming behind us. You are and are among this era's leading scholars, practitioners, thinkers, and reformers. This is your community. Your peers and mentors are, in fact, exploring how to use that artificial intelligence for good, for helping us understand and address equity in K-12 schools, to combating misinformation, to examining how the mass use of AI further aggravates years of embedded racism and sexism and other social failures in our lives. Your community is exploring how we best prepare teachers to meet the needs of diverse students and center them on learning, devising new methods, new systems, new solutions to support the psychological well-being and the physical health of those who are marginalized here in the US and around the world. Your community is focused on how we use movement to engage, how we bring art to the public, how we bring joy to the classroom, and how we mediate conflict. You'll at times question whether you're on the right path, and that's a good thing. Your TC education has taught you to question assumptions, rethink positions, take in new information. My own path was very circuitous. I left college after a semester, got married, had a baby. I wasn't even planning to return to school, but I did 4 years later and continued on to my doctorate. I even changed my dissertation topic midstream. If I had not been open to new directions, I would have missed opportunities that have profoundly shaped my life. All to say that I encourage you to continue to learn, continue to question, embrace mistakes, even failures, as opportunities to learn more, to question further. And in doing so, work to make the world a better place. I know you're up to this because I know you. I've spoken to you in our hallways, joined you in our cafeteria, attended your talks, and even seen some of you in our housing, where I also live. As this crowd around you dissipates, even as you develop your personal path forward, this community will play a role in your life. They will be your colleagues, sources of inspiration, provocation to debate, your opposition as well as your allies. They will be fellow travelers as you continue on your paths to make meaning in a world that often seems to defy it. So today is not just a point of completion, it's also a point of departure. You are joining the ranks of TC alumni, some 90,000 strong, those who came before you and who went on to make a difference. People like John King, SUNY Chancellor, former US Secretary of Education, suffragist Mabel Ping Hua Lee, Harlem Renaissance painter and activist Aaron Douglas, Angela Santomero, co-creator of Blues Clues, and renowned Chinese educator Tao Xing-Zhu. As you think of this community, recognize that we are not all of one belief. There are many things in the world that separate us, and in the worst case, they divide us. I ask you to remember what unites us, a commitment to looking deeper and looking ahead. We stand in this beautiful United Palace Theater. Let's consider its history. More than 90 years ago, here in Washington Heights, the neighborhood's immigrant families would gather in a shared appreciation for the arts. The theater itself, which incorporates elements of Islamic, Buddhist, and Hindi architecture, rose to prominence during the Great Depression and World War II. During a time of immense challenge and uncertainty, this place brought people together and gave them the opportunity to imagine a better future. Now I ask you to do the same. Look around you, look ahead, and make your plans accordingly. Thank you. So we've now reached the moment in this ceremony where we honor an extraordinary individual whose life's work has significantly advanced the cause of human flourishing while upholding TC's core mission to foster excellence and equity in the fields we serve. This year we honor 4 preeminent practitioners, scholars, and leaders. Jody Arnholt, dance educator and innovator. Dr. Amy Edmondson, leadership and management scholar at the Harvard Business School. Michael J. Fox, actor and philanthropist, and Dr. Thomas Parnham, psychologist and president of California State University, Dominguez Hills. I now welcome Professor Lori Quinn to the stage, joined by Provost Carrie Ann O'Meara to introduce Michael J. Fox. Thank you.
Good afternoon, and congratulations, graduates. It is my sincere pleasure to present the following citation to Michael J. Fox, with gratitude to Deborah W. Brooks, CEO and co-founder of the Michael J. Fox Foundation, for receiving it on his behalf. Alex P. Keaton, Marty McFly, Mike Flaherty, Scott Howard, Louis Rothschild, Ben Stone, Stuart Little, Michael J. Fox. We have laughed with all of you and learned from all of you, but you are far more than the sum of your parts. As an award-winning television and film actor, you've created iconic characters audiences have fallen in love with, earning 5 Emmys, 4 Golden Globes, 1 Grammy, 2 Screen Actors Guild Awards, and always the People's Choice. But today, you are as famous for your advocacy as for your acting. Life changes us and challenges us in ways we can't script. I've always been moving, you said, always counted on movement to not only propel me from place to place, but to express myself and to be who I am. Movement took on a different meaning when, in 1991, at the age of 29, you were diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. You revealed your diagnosis to the public in 1998, sparking a national conversation about the disease. In 2000, you took your advocacy to a step further and launched the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's Research, with the single-minded goal of driving scientific progress towards a cure for Parkinson's. Hailed by the New York Times as the most credible voice on Parkinson's disease research in the world, the foundation today has funded more than $2 billion in Parkinson's research programs and counting. You are tireless in your pursuit of answers, using your voice to elevate the urgent needs of the Parkinson's community. You have testified before Congress. You are an advocate for stem cell research and scientific freedom. And your philanthropy, advocacy, and leadership on behalf of those living with Parkinson's have earned you global recognition. You received the Order of Canada Medal in 2011. You were presented with an honorary Oscar, the Jean Hersholt Humanitarian Award, in 2022. And once again, you are among Time Magazine's 100 most influential people of 2024. The list goes on. At Teachers College, we are proud to lead research into Parkinson's disease for nearly a decade. Thanks to generous support from your foundation, our faculty are engaged in research and therapeutic efforts, including launching a 3-year clinical trial, Understand Me for Life, which uses technology to improve communication for people with Parkinson's. A second foundation grant supports our collaboration with San Jose State University on Preactive PD, a study to enhance the self-management of physical activity routines in adults experiencing the earliest stages of Parkinson's. Thanks to you, we are devoted to this work, and like you, we are optimistic about outcomes. You have owned that optimistic outlook from the start, and the titles of your best-selling books are a clear reflection. Lucky Man, Always Looking Up, The Adventures of an Incurable Optimist. A funny thing happened on the way to the future, twists and turns and lessons learned. And No Time Like the Future, An Optimist Considers Mortality. You have spoken and written extensively about the inspiration you find in the creativity, passion, and commitment of the Parkinson's community. When the cure is found, and it will be, it won't be because of any single individual or because of our foundation, you have said. It will be because of all of us working together.
TC is known for being a place of firsts. Our faculty, students, and alumni commit to leading in spaces with few easy answers. Michael J. Fox, you have shown us what it means to go first with persistence and strategy. Through your leadership, we have a world committing to finding a cure for Parkinson's. And because of you and your foundation, we have everyday heroes committed to improving the health and life opportunities of those living with Parkinson's each and every day. We are so grateful for your service and present to you the 2024 Teachers College Medal for Distinguished Service. It is my great pleasure to invite Deborah Brooks, CEO and co-founder of the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's Research, to accept this honor on his behalf.
Thank you. Thank you to the TC community for having me here today. I'm happy to be here to accept this award on Michael's behalf. One thing about Mike is that he is incredibly selfless. He isn't in this for accolades, and he regularly deflects recognition for his service to the larger Parkinson's community. You could say that he's humble in that way. It's also his way of giving credit where credit is due. People with Parkinson's are at the center of everything we do at the Fox Foundation, and he would say he's just one among many in the mix. We wouldn't be where we are today without patients who volunteer for clinical studies, advocate with us on Capitol Hill, run marathons to raise money for research, and so much more. Still, it is fitting to celebrate all that Michael's service has meant to the Parkinson's community and progress towards a world without PD. Nobody would ever choose to have a disease visited upon them. When Michael was diagnosed with Parkinson's at age 29, he was faced with a choice: quietly and privately contend with the disease, or embark on a path that would bring both his vulnerability as well as his star power to the forefront. He chose to share his diagnosis with the public, inspiring thousands of patients and families to reach out about their daily struggles, frustrations, and their hopes. At the time, Parkinson's drug development was at a standstill. There was little investment from pharma, and the understanding of the disease's complex biology was next to nothing. So we launched our foundation in 2000 with an ambitious mission to cure Parkinson's and close our doors. Admittedly, it wasn't quite clear just how we would do that, but we were committed to designing our enterprise to assure that patients, the real experts in their disease, had a seat at the table, to give them voice in setting priorities for scientists, legislators, and payers. This concept may seem obvious, but you'd be surprised to learn how often the patient perspectives are overlooked in such conversations at that time. The Fox Foundation has strived to become a catalyst in the field, convening key players, forging high-impact partnerships, and attracting strategic philanthropists to join our urgent efforts. Since our beginnings, our foundation has, in fact, deployed more than $2 billion on speeding better Parkinson's therapies. And in recent years, we have actually surpassed the federal government in annual spending for Parkinson's disease research. This work is astronomically expensive, and only more as we keep advancing towards our goal to better treatments. By the same token, biology is hard, and much of what we do and try to do will fail. The progress over the last 3 decades is undeniable and yet really meaningful for patients living with PD now. We have to remain sober about how much work remains on our path to our goal of eradicating Parkinson's, and we'll take on anything needed to get us there, because we operate the way patients would, with boldness, tenacity, and persistence. Michael chose to face his disease head on, and to uphold the integrity of the patient's role in curing it. As recent graduates, you are now poised to begin the next stage of your journey. You too have a choice about what path you'll take, what kind of researcher, healthcare provider, or educator you will be. We can all expect to face challenges both personally and professionally, but like Michael, you can choose how to take on those challenges. I urge you to be fully present every day, expressing not only your skills and your smarts, but your care and your compassion for your fellow human beings. It's customary in these ceremonies to end with a quote, but I'll leave you with one better. Please enjoy a special message from Michael J. Fox.
Hi, everyone. I'm so grateful to receive the Medal of Honor. Thank you to Professor Quinn for the kind words and to Columbia University Teachers College for this prestigious award. You've been a great partner to the Foundation, and you share a commitment to helping people live better lives with this disease. I accept this award on behalf of people and families living with PD and the researchers and clinicians on the front lines of a search for a cure. Science and medicine, propelled by urgency and guided by purity of motive, can transform our world. Graduates, I urge you to be challenged and inspired by what you do not know and to embark on a lifelong quest of your own for knowledge and for understanding. You can affect real change in patients' and students' lives and serve as a partner in their own search for answers. Thank you again for this great honor.
Please welcome student speaker Isma Kafayet from the Department of Health Studies and Applied Educational Psychology.
Bismillah. Fellow students, family, faculty, and distinguished guests. As I stand before you today, I am filled with immense gratitude and humility. Today is a day we eagerly anticipate, a day that symbolizes the culmination of years of dedication, perseverance, and hard work. Yet, for me, today holds an even deeper significance. As a first-generation deaf individual, navigating through the complexities of school my whole life has presented its own set of challenges, from communication barriers to accessibility issues. Advocating for my needs and ensuring access to educational resources has been a constant battle, often accompanied by doubt and moments of intense self-questioning along the way. It is through these challenges that I have discovered the power of advocacy, not only for myself, but for others who may face similar struggles. It is precisely these challenges and the realization that the road here was not linear that have shaped me into the person I am today. To my parents and Baijan and family, your unwavering love, support, and encouragement have been the pillar of my journey. Your sacrifices paved the way for my dream to become a reality, and for that I am eternally grateful. In the field of education, we often speak about the importance of inclusivity and diversity. We advocate for creating environments where every student feels valued and empowered to succeed. Today, I stand here not only as a graduate, but as a living example of the principles we uphold at TC. My presence here serves as a reminder that diversity is not merely a concept to be discussed in classrooms, but a reality to be embraced and celebrated. At TC, I found a profound sense of belonging, a home filled with empathy, compassion, and reverence for learning. In fact, it was here that I first met someone who was deaf like me. Throughout my time at TC, I have been fortunate to encounter professors who not only imparted knowledge, but also served as mentors and champions of my aspirations, particularly my director, Dr. Maria Hartman. Her guidance, encouragement, and belief in my abilities have been instrumental in shaping my personal and academic growth. To her and the professors of my program, I extend my deepest gratitude for opening doors of opportunity and instilling in me the confidence to pursue my passion relentlessly. And as we embark on this next chapter of our lives, I encourage each and every one of you to embrace this responsibility wholeheartedly, not just as professionals and educators, but as drivers of change, to commit ourselves to creating an inclusive environment where every student, client, peer, and colleague feels valued, supported, and empowered to pursue their dreams. Reflecting on my own journey, I've come to realize that two things have been my guiding light, both through the good times and the tough times: patience and gratitude. In moments of uncertainty and adversity, it was patience that steadied my resolve and reminded me that every challenge is an opportunity for growth. And in moments of triumph and success, it was gratitude that grounded me, reminding me of the countless individuals who have supported and uplifted me along the way. Let us remember that education is not merely a profession, but a sacred calling, one that has the power to transform lives, uplift communities, and shape the course of history. Lastly, I would like to encourage you all to continue to raise awareness for children around the world who are currently being denied access to basic human rights as well as the right to education. And Nelson Mandela said it best: education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Congratulations and Assalamu Alaikum, class of 2024.
There's been a change in the program. Please welcome Jonathan Peled and Christine Yadin-Lin from the Music and the Music Education Program, Department of Arts and Humanities. And now, to recognize each of the master's degree candidates are Tom Rock, Chief Student Affairs Officer and Associate Vice President, and Denise Bonetta, Executive Director of Graduate Student Life and Development.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon. Congratulations, graduates and families. We will now read the names of the graduates with the Master of Arts, Master of Education, Master of Philosophy, and Master of Science degrees by academic department. We now welcome the master's degree graduates from the Department of Biobehavioral Sciences. Brandon Wee. Cloris Lee. Ariana Salgado Flores. Elsa Boucher. Kayla Strayhorn. Jessica Gonzalez. Emma Bleekman. Ella Azra Nuria Golhan. Subishka Umakanth. Abigail Forsman. Amatara Omosorg. Sarah Kim. Nicole Lee. Jade Cruz Hong. Crystal Diaz. Crystal Vidal Alvarenga. Darby Schlosser. Fernanda Hernandez. Catherine Kittle. Shonda King. Shenjun Sheng. Diana Cheng. Nayla Menyazi. Isabella Marie Ebron Estrada. Victoria Garibay Echeverra. Melissa Vargas. Jinwon Young. Tyler Wang. Carly Ferredo. Eva Kaplan. Jacqueline Kim. Madison Fong. Gabby Kersner. Juan Martin Figuera. Edie Shipler. Jamie Graham. Riley Avia. Yukeye Takahashi. Taewook Yu. Yihao Dong. Raquel DeRay. Jihyang Young. Sinmin Zhou. Feng Ji. Jinwen Li. Nancy Yamas. Sydney Gaynor. Vivian Ma. Dana Klager. Yeah, Dana. Amber Henme. Rochelle Calfin. Olivia Catan. Tatiana Ransom. Juni Zhao. Tyler Ross. Vanessa Waldman. Jacqueline Burpee. Alexandra Beam. Claire Hamilton. Catherine Daniger. Ryan Nguyen Reynolds. Lindsay Reynolds. Marcella Dow. Merche Devaya. Semhal Tesfai. Pauline Beodas. Nahi An. Teresa Lee. Kelsey Aronson. Emma Spees. Ahmad Amera. Sydney Rao. Magdalene Katsakis. Rachel Maui. Abby Rossler. Alyssa Pacheco. Delina Delphing. Vatsalya Katamari. Vrutha Rana. Dwawani Parikh. Christy C. Emily Kang. Catherine Rodriguez. Ashley Hart. Carolina Ratzawilowitz. Alice Knorr. Jenna Prosen. Anna Cotton. Matthew Portnoy. Rachel Polkowitz. Rebecca Senchuk. Wangfei Chan. Tishia Rakukumar. Zuting Wei. Kiara Rigo. Jui Tao. Shuangwei Wei. That concludes the graduates from the Department of Biobehavioral Sciences. I now ask the department faculty to rise if they are able to be recognized by the master's graduates.
We now welcome the master's degree graduates from the Department of Health Studies and Applied Educational Psychology. Runchan Gu. Samantha Leibowitz. Harold Trent Butler Jr. Tianshu Yang. Yiji Park. Carl Lee. Yoji Zhu. Leanne Kennedy. Nicholas Sturgos. Gianna Chaldea. Araceli Barrientos. Kanifa Venus Boris Aguiz. Nicola Calabrese. Olivia Gauthier. Danielle DeVault. Chris Lebras. Anika Miller. Teresa Cetera. Dina Stavroulakis. Amrita Kalra. Caroline Bernardum. Sophie Noel. Amanda Godman. Ariel Brogno. Amy Reese. Rochelle Alexander. Victoria Lola Gallo. Julie Masita. Riley Perozzo. Naomi Strauss. Alexandra Spagicenta. Jerry Cinnamon. Loriana Rios. Erin Masi. Krista Martin. Sydney Penn. Sandra Jian. Leisha Zhou. Yuki Jin, Wenyu Xiang, Jingwei Joan, Ziying John, Crystal Liu, Catherine Shavel, Megan Adams, Sarah Ferfaro, Ubrani Pasquale, Sam Leff, Mira Wellington, Victoria Vesci, Katie Fleckenstein, Karen Gunawan, Olivia Reich, Colleen Ranieri, Taylor Lewis, Sean Welch, Benjamin Jones, Rainbrew Michaels, Megan Otai Fogarty, Chinyi Yu, Tara Wolf, Caitlin Ennis, John Wilcox, Tiger Liu, Cindy Nunez, Nicole Anabago, Tanyea Nanani, Sophia Rose Hartford, Kirthana Sivarath Krishnan, Lillian Morales, Daniela Andrade Cordero, Patricia Ann Louise Keneal, Shochi Wang, Cecilia Mendez, Tam Tu, Sabrina Fleischacker, Ryan Kazamala, Carly Lutheran, Ashini Virura, Michelle Man Yi Lu, Brianna Rios, Trishita Day, Angela Maselli, Connie Lee, Caroline Tunis, Sumire Okada, Nisha Chosky, Benjamin Marks, Jacob Cook. That concludes the graduates from the Department of Health Studies and Applied Educational Psychology. I now ask the department faculty to rise if you are able to be recognized by the master's graduates.
We now welcome the master's degree graduates from the Department of International and Transcultural Studies. Sarah Etzel, Elisaveta Janajevich Anatovovich, Kaylin Augusta Bodger, Lilac Field, Lynn Nguyen, Christina Yu, Juhuan Lee, Lanchi Chu, Ziyang Meng, Zihan Zhang, Ismail Hamoudi, Jane Winthrop, Huaonan Du, Shuhan Li, Jiao Zheng, Seanmin Yan, Laura Marie Coleman, Nicole Salazar. Isma Kafayet. Sean Hu. Jiayi Cao. Sichin Chen. Paolo Sun. Vikas Tatard. Sabrina Huang. Catherine Lin. Kylie Whitroth. Sujong Huang. Flora Tipton. Juana Maria Castillo Castedo. Mara Espinosa. Alexan Sharon. Catherine Norton. Akila Narayanan. Tinya Guo. Shen Song. Shi Tao. Shinya Wang. Sharon Chen. Gune Mamadova. Tatiana Cordero Romero. Angela Sanchez Rojas. Mitzael Becerra Toro. Severe Bakar. Arwa Ayub. Arya Henry. Salin Sun. Melody Wang. Kafei Chung. Shiyi Cha. Dia Xing. Xiying Li. Wenyui Shang. Suhan Chan. Shenzhe Wei. Huilan Wu. Linlong Yu. Yu Zhang. That concludes the graduates from the Department of International and Transcultural Studies. I now ask the department faculty to rise if they are able to be recognized by the master's graduates. And that concludes the recognition of the master's candidates. Thank you.
And now we will begin the hooding ceremony for the TC's doctoral graduates. Each department will be presented by their chair, and graduates will be hooded by a member of the faculty. Please welcome Michelle Trauchet, Associate Professor of Communication Sciences and Disorders, Department of Biobehavioral Sciences.
It is my distinct honor to represent the Department of Biobehavioral Sciences, which comprises programs in Communication Sciences and Disorders, Neuroscience and Education, and Movement Sciences and Kinesiology. Our programs focus on the application of the biological, physiological, neurological, and behavioral sciences underlying human communication, movement, eating and drinking, and other life-sustaining and life-fulfilling functions. Our students are outstanding clinicians, scientists, educators, and advocates who are focused on finding innovative and accessible ways of enhancing health outcomes and quality of life for individuals of all ages, backgrounds, and health statuses.
We now welcome the doctoral degree graduates from the Department of Biobehavioral Sciences. Yes. These doctoral students will be hooded by Associate Professor Michelle Trauchet. Dr. James Borders. Dr. Avery Dakin. Dr. Jordana Sevitz. Dr. Christine Vale will be hooded by Professor Carol Hammer. The following doctoral candidates will be hooded by Professor Lori Quinn. Dr. Jennifer Gutterman. Dr. Lorenzo Casertano. Dr. Chelsea Aaron McPherson. Dr. Nia Tumor Mensa. That concludes the doctoral graduates from the Department of Biobehavioral Sciences. I now ask the department faculty to rise if you're able to be recognized by our doctoral graduates.
Please welcome Laden Jerome, Professor of Psychology and Education and Chair of the Department of Health Studies and Applied Educational Psychology.
Good afternoon. I am so delighted to introduce our graduates from the Department of Health Studies and Applied Educational Psychology. The mission of our department is to improve health, learning, and social-emotional well-being at the individual, family, school, and community levels. Our work provides the evidence base to inform the design, implementation, and evaluation of curricula and interventions in schools and other community settings while addressing systemic and individual barriers. We are so proud of our graduates. They are educators, practitioners, scholars, and leaders. In other words, they're change makers. They're committed to promoting learning and wellness in historically underserved communities, conducting socially consequential and policy-relevant research, and fostering interdisciplinary collaborations in their respected areas of practice to address problems in society that no single disciplinary approach can achieve. Graduates in our health studies programs are prepared to be leaders in such fields as health promotion and education, nursing education, diabetes education, and nutrition. Graduates in our applied educational psychology programs are prepared in such fields as school psychology and in one of our 3 special education specialties, including applied behavior analysis, the education of the deaf and hard of hearing, and intellectual disabilities and autism. Congratulations, graduates.
The following doctoral graduates will be hooded by John Allegrante, Charles Irwin Lambert, Professor of Health, Behavior, and Education. Dr. Chioma Ogechi Egekeze. Dr. Danielle Herring. Dr. Kayla Mejabin Parr will be hooded by Associate Professor Prerna Arora. Dr. Rachel Massey will be hooded by Charles Bash, Richard March Ho Professor of Health and Education. The following doctoral graduates will be hooded by Professor Emerita Marla Brassard. Dr. Eliana Ajodan. Dr. Emily O'Shaughnessy Farouk. Dr. Catherine Quay will be hooded by Senior Lecturer Jane Dickinson. The following doctoral graduates will be hooded by Associate Professor Daniel Feinup. Dr. Ellis Smith. Dr. Lauren Shapiro. The following doctoral graduates will be hooded by Kathleen O'Connell, Isabel Maitland Stewart, Professor Emerita of Nursing Education. Dr. Aaron Dolan. Dr. Ivy Torres. Dr. Wayne Kwashi. The following doctoral graduates will be hooded by Associate Professor Sonali Rajan. Dr. Yojita Kaldip. Dr. Nicole Hare. The following doctoral graduates will be hooded by Associate Professor Randy Wolf. Dr. Eden Haramati. Oh. Dr. Jara Qianhu Zhang. That concludes the doctoral graduates from the Department of Health Studies and Applied Educational Psychology. I now ask the department faculty to rise if they are able to be recognized by our doctoral graduates.
Please welcome Hervé Varenne, Gardner-Cowles Professor of Anthropology and Education and Chair of the Department of International and Transcultural Studies.
Our faculty is proud to present our new peers. They come from all over the world, and they went all over the world. And they report on what human beings can do when working together. They moved our mission. First, to understand all education as a global process involving all, here and there, now and then. Second, to analyze educational processes in their full contexts. And third, to develop and evaluate policies, curricula, and pedagogies, particularly in the most difficult settings, like refugee camps, indigenous villages, and other settings recovering from conflict and violence.
We now welcome the doctoral degree graduates from the Department of International and Transcultural Studies. The following doctoral graduates will be hooded by Hervé Varenne, Gardner-Cowles Professor of Anthropology and Education. Dr. Maria Ann Nolan. Dr. Myrtle Jones. The following doctoral graduates will be hooded by Professor Rahina Cortina. Dr. Amanda Earle. Dr. Marcela de Carvalho Winter de Aquino. Dr. Paula Mantilla Blanco will be hooded by Associate Professor Garnett Russell. And that concludes the doctoral graduates from the Department of International and Transcultural Studies. I now ask the department faculty to rise if you're able to be recognized by our doctoral graduates. And that concludes the hooding of our doctoral graduates. Thank you.
And now, for the presentation of the graduates, please welcome Provost Carrie Ann O'Meara.
President Bailey, Chair Nelson, trustees, faculty, staff, and guests. It is my great pleasure as Provost of the college to present to you the master's graduates from Teachers College. Graduates, when I say your degree, please stand if you're able. Please hold your applause until all the graduates have been recognized. Would Masters of Arts please stand to be recognized and remain standing? Would Masters of Science please stand to be recognized and remain standing? Would Masters of Education please stand to be recognized and remain standing? Would Masters of Philosophy please stand to be recognized and remain standing? Now it is my pleasure to present to you the doctoral graduates from Teachers College. Please hold all your applause until the graduates have been recognized. Would Doctor of Education please stand to be recognized and remain standing? Would Doctor of Philosophy please stand to be recognized and remain standing? President Bailey, I commend these graduates for their commitment to a wiser, healthier, more equitable, and more just world. I look forward to the positive change that they will make as they take their place as leaders in our society. Please join me in recognizing our graduates. All right, please be seated.
Please welcome President of the TC Alumni Council, Brian Kennerly.
Congratulations, graduates. Once again, congratulations. You are all now TC alumni. My name is Brian Kennerly, and I'm president of TC's Alumni Council, and I'm honored to speak to you on this momentous day. I remember the immense feeling of accomplishment after I completed my master's in school leadership. And I remember looking around during my own convocation at my classmates who had become great friends, all the professors who had shaped my academic journey, and all the individuals who made my TC experience both enriching and special. Although this may feel like the end of an era, this is just the beginning. You are now and forever will be a proud member of our Alumni Association. More than 95,000 alumni live in all 50 states and in 161 countries around the world. Wherever you go and whatever you do, you can connect with, learn from other distinguished TC alumni through regional groups, affinity groups, and through service. Our Alumni Association is made stronger by extraordinary people like you, making strides in the areas of education, health, and psychology all over the world. So let me reiterate, this is the beginning of a new experience with TC that will continue to build throughout your career. Engage with your fellow alumni, share ideas, collaborate, stay in touch with us and let us know about the important work that you are doing, and come and visit us on campus as well as around the globe. True change starts with TC, and I am here to remind you that true change starts with you. Thank you for joining us in our mission to create a smarter, healthier, and more equitable world. Graduates, please rise if you're able so we can all give you one more round of deserved applause.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This hit that ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpieces. Stylin', wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent. Gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty. I'm too hot. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man. I'm too hot. Say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot. And my band bought that money. Break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, hey, hey,
Go! I know.
Dance the night away. My heart could be burning, but you won't see it on my face. Watch me dance, dance the night away. I'll still keep the party running. I wouldn't out of place. When the night's here, I don't do tears, baby, no chance. I could dance, I could dance, I could dance. Watch me dance, dance the night away. My heart could be burning, but you won't see it on my face. Watch me dance, dance the night away. I'll still keep the party running. I wouldn't out of place. Keep a dream high in the quiet of the night. You know that I caught it. Bad, bad boy, shiny toy with a price. You know that I bought it. Killing me slow, out the window. I'm always waiting for you to be waiting below. Devils roll the dice, angels roll their eyes. What doesn't kill me makes me want you more.
And it's new. Shape of your body, it's new. The feeling I got it, it's you. It's cool, summer, it's cool. That's what I tell them, no rules. Break up on heaven, but it's cool, summer. Have to have high hopes for a living. Shooting for the stars, but I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a time, but I always had a vision. Always had high hopes. Have to have high hopes for a living. Didn't know how, but I always had a feeling. I was gonna be that one in a million. Always had high hopes.
And all of these good things, good things, good things. All we need